corridors. The interior of the Millennium Falcon starts to come to life as we add corridor after corridor to the build. Each corridor meticulously lined with padding to protect our illustrious heroes if they're hurtled through the vastness of space. Meanwhile, some more of the framework was completed. What will happen on this exciting episode of the Model Frontier? Welcome back to the Model Frontier. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a second of any of this great content. So we're back here on the Millennium Falcon after our first pack of the Terminator build went live. I hope you enjoyed that. We got another pack that's in the works, so don't worry about that. But we're going to continue on with pack 6 from the folks at Fanhome building the Millennium Falcon. We got a lot of stuff to do on this. Let's not waste any time getting to it. Let's build. So the start of pack 6 is going to begin the way we ended pack 5. If you remember, we put all these paddings, these pads on the wall on this side of this corridor piece. So as you imagine, we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. We're going to start back to front, and then just like the order goes on your parts, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 4 pieces in the middle we are not using on this part. So rather than go over all of it with you, we're doing the same thing we did in the last pack, so we'll go repeat that, and I'll meet you back here once all these pads are in, and we'll take a look at how it looks. There we go, just like that. Now, just like on our other corridor, you'll notice that these ones stick out over the lip. That is supposed to be like that. This edited is a very short stage because, I didn't really show you all this stuff, but that is actually it for this stage of the build. So for stage 23, we are going to complete the top section of this. We're going to use the 4 pieces we had left on here. And it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's get those ready. So with the pieces in a line just like that, it's just a matter of putting them onto this part of the top part of our corridor. Just like that. Now it's going to be time for the fun part where we bring these 2 sections together. So we're going to take this part of the corridor and it's going to go kind of like this. And there's a section there that links up. Our 3 rings are all going to line up right in there. And then just like before, we're going to hold it in place with a sealant ring. Which is supposed to hold us all together. That ring is awfully loose. So I am going to glue this together just because that ring is very loose. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this together just to make sure it stays together good. So be right back. There we go. So once that's set in place and looking how you like it, that is another corridor all done. And that is actually it for this stage. Okay guys, so here we are with the beginning of this next stage, and it is a marathon of framework. That is right. We're going to take all the frame pieces that we've been collecting and we're going to continue adding on to our frame. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're got to add a couple of connectors to this section right here. As always, we do that using one black screw per connector to start. Just like that. Next, we're going to take BF22, which is this piece of frame here, and it's going to connect using those two connectors we just put on with a pair of the black screws. Just like that. Now when that's in place, we gotta screw a 2-hole and a 4-hole connector to these two ends. And as always, when we're screwing these pieces in, it's gonna be done with the black screws. The 4-hole is going to go up here, and the 2-hole is gonna go down here. Once we got those in, we want to take BF23, which is this piece, and we're going to attach it to those connectors. It's just like that. Using 2 more black screws. Just like that. Now next, we need to add a 2-hole connector. In this section, we need to add a 2-hole connector to this point here. And once we got that in, we're going to bring this piece over. Which is bottom frame 26. And we're going to connect it here and here with 3 black screws. Just like that. Now we gotta add 3 more connectors, a 2-hole down. Now we gotta add 3 more connectors, 1 2-hole here, and 2 4-holes up there. It's important to note the 4-hole here is gonna just be on one thing. Just like that. And now we want BF24, which is this piece. We're going to joint it up here using the black screws. Just like that. Now next we're going to put BF27 onto the frame like this, using 2 more of the black screws. Just like that. Next, we're going to zoom back in over to this part. We're going to zip back over here because we got to put a 2-hole. Let me bring this up some. So in this part, we need to put a 2-hole connector here and here. Each one's going to be put in using 1 black screw. Just like that. So now we want piece BF28. Make sure you don't get that confused with BF29. And it's going to fit in right onto those 2 places with, you guessed it, black screws. There's actually 3 spaces you're going to screw it into. One of them's the 4-hole connector. Just like that. So next, we have to put a couple connectors in. Obviously here we have a 4-hole connector, and here we've got a 2-hole connector. That's going to get put into place with 4 black screws. 3 will go into the 4-hole, and then 1 in the 2-hole. Then once we get that in place, we're going to take BF25, which is this piece, and it's going to connect to the 2 open holes. And of course, it's going to join up with the black screws. Just like that. Now we're going to continue on to this side. We'll have a radial rib that you would have already put together. And we're going to join it to these points. So we need 4 more black screws. And we're just going to join it with starting with the single one. Actually, I'm going to start with the middle 2 on this part. There we go. And now with that radial rib in place, the last thing we have is we're going to take our BF29 piece and we're going to secure it down, looks like just on this bottom section, here and here, with the black screws. just like that. And that is actually it for the framework. You can see we're getting quite a bit of it together, but that is not it for this stage of the build. So you might remember this sprue here. We had this one piece left that we were supposed to save. We're going to be cutting it off. Carefully making sure we cut it off in the right places. And we need this panel that we got in this pack. And we're going to put this into place. Now it can only fit in a certain way, so we're going to do a dry fit first. So yeah, it's going to fit in just like that. With that all done, now they want you to put these onto, they want you to kind of set these onto the frame, but we're not going to do that right now because, you know, that's just asking to do a lot of piece work. But basically, if you can't tell, this piece is basically going to fit onto this part of the frame where it's sticking up. But once we got that piece in place, that is it for stage 24. So for stage 25, we've got four more of these pieces and 2 sprues, which we're going to be and the pieces we're going to start with are here and here. Now these do look similar. You can see these have a similar thing. This one's thinner, so we're going to put these fatter ones aside. And now with these sprues, you have a tab here on this one above the thin ones, and on this one it's above the fatter side. We want the one where the tab here is with the thinner of these. And we're basically, I'm going to move these down so we can do this. Basically, just like we've done before, starting with this, 1 through 7 here, and then 8 through 14 on here. And they're all going to come off of this sprue in order. As you can see on the screen, it's 1 through 7 on the right side going down, and then 8 through 14 on the left side going up. So I'm going to go ahead and get all those put into place, meet you back here, and show you what it looks like done. Just like that, those sections are done. As before, I highly recommend you make sure they stay in place 100%. Sealing it with glue on the back is really going to help. Having a brush on glue really makes this a lot easier. I'm going to set those aside. And then we're bringing over these 2 parts and laying them out just like this. And again, 1 through 7 here, 8 through 14 here. And on this sprue, 1 through 7's on this side, going down. Only this time, 8 through 14's on this side, also going down. I'll get those put in, and we'll take a look at how it looks. Just like that. So with those, with all 4 of these pieces done, that's actually it for stage 25. Okay, so at the start of stage 26, we've got, these are the two parts we need for this stage. We're going to be setting up another corridor here. So we're going to start with this section, which is the floor. And we are going to want this section here. And this section of the outer wall here. And they're going to go in like this. Doesn't seem like it needs any glue. So like that. And then the next two sections we need here and here. And they're going to go in like this. It doesn't say we need any glue. And now we're going to put the roof on. We want the so it looks like we want the side with the raised edges facing up. Then we're just going to piece all these into place. Man, this is going to be tricky. So we got one side good. Now we can get the other side. Just like that. So now we got this thin corridor all done. And technically that is all there is for this stage, and that's all there is for this pack. But I'm going to do something with this to just see how it looks. I've temporarily pieced together these two sections of our hull. And let's see if we can figure out where this is going to go in. Don't think it goes in there. Maybe. Or does it go in like this? No? I don't think so. How is this going to go in here? Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. So I'm pretty sure that when we get into it, this piece is going to go right along here somehow. I'm not sure exactly how yet. And obviously I feel it on the inside fitting, but the outside it doesn't want to go in right. Yeah, stand by for 1 second. I'm going to go try to fit it in. And there we go. With a little bit of cajoling and a bit of work, it'll fit in just like that. And I'll bring the camera up here for a second. And if we look down the corridor, you can see how it's going to look. So if I put this up here, look at that. We've got like an entire section of the Falcon already going here. So once that's done, as I said, that is it for this stage, and that is it for this pack. So that's it for this pack of the Millennium Falcon. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Be on the lookout for pack 2 of the Terminator, which should be coming relatively soon. Pack 7 of the Millennium Falcon, I believe, should be coming pretty soon as well. Pack 24 of the Titanic is going to take a long while before I get that out, because I've got a lot of prep work to do before I can, put that video together. So that's going to be a long time, a little bit of time coming. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I'm so grateful. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers at this point. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you next time on the Model Frontier.